Alright guys, what's up? Welcome to another video. So I was asked the other day on Instagram about riding in the rain and what kind of tires and things like that, and there are tires out there that will help you ride in the rain a lot better. Like I, for instance, have the Pilot Road 5s, the Michelin Road 5s, and they're basically designed for sport, but they are designed to where they can be ridden in the rain very well. So tires do make a huge difference, but as far as riding in the rain, like a tip for riding in the rain, my biggest tip is you have to give yourself probably twice as much, if not 3 times as much time for braking, especially emergency braking. Because if you lock up at all on a wet road, it is going to be a nightmare. So another tip is the painted lines. So the painted lines on a road are very slick to begin with. Now when they get wet, think about wet paint. It's very slick, right? So I've had instances where even when it was just a little dew outside and the roads were just a little wet, I've had instances where I've went around to pass people and hit the yellow line and not even using my brakes whatsoever, and my wheels started to spin just a little bit. And it's not like I was gunning it at like 100 miles an hour or anything. It's just that's how low the traction is. Dude, this car in front of me is like smoking weed like crazy. I can smell it. Look at that contact buzz over here, dude. So anyways, so as far as riding in the rain, that is probably the 2 biggest tips. Is you have to give yourself room for error, especially when it just starts to rain. That's when all the oils and everything on the road are like the worst. After it's been downpouring for like an hour or so, the roads are actually better to ride on than they are when it just first starts raining. So now another thing is oil on the road from cars and whatnot. So so when a car leaks oil, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be in the center of the road. So that's why, for instance, most motorcyclists tend to stay on the left side, or if you're staggered riding with a group, you stay on the right side, right? So that is the reason why you don't want to stay in the center, especially when it's wet. The oils get slick, and it's not a good thing. So, and another big thing is stopping at stop signs and stop lights. That's where most of the oils and liquids from cars are going to be sitting, because the cars are actually sitting there. They're not moving across the road. So when they stop at the stoplight or the stop sign, that's where all of their fluids are going to be leaking out. So when you come up to a stop sign, you definitely want to give yourself a lot more stopping distance than you normally would when it's dry out. So that's like, I mean, riding in the rain is like, you know, it's just one of those things that, like, if you're pushing yourself in the rain, it's not smart to begin with. You know, it's one thing to push your limits on a dry, you know, good conditions, but if you're pushing yourself when it's raining and wet out on the roads, like, you're asking for trouble, man. It's just not gonna end well. The roads are actually wet right now. I guess it rained over here not too long ago. So definitely have to be careful on wet roads. Look at this. How perfect is this? Talking about riding in the rain, it just now rained out here. I did not even know this. Did not plan this. It's just the way the universe works, right? What is a dead possum, man? That's something you gotta watch out for, even when it's not raining. So, alright guys, those are my my biggest tips for riding in the rain. Stay safe out there. Riding is all trial and error, right? Now, the more you stay on the edge of safety and riding safe and not pushing yourself in these conditions, the safer and the longer you're going to go without having an accident. Obviously, if you're out there pushing your limits, you know, in any conditions, it's not going to end well. Eventually, you know, stay within your realm, stay within your own skill level, and ride safe, guys. Peace. Be safe. Have fun. Pop wheelies. Whatever you got to do. Get your jollies off. All right. Peace and ride safe.